Hello, Christopher Hamlin. I'm coming to you live from Atlanta, Georgia.
Bio Ninja here. I'm Doug from East Tennessee.
What up, everybody? Hope everybody's having a good day. This is Hector, known as the Bio Lion, and I'm here in Copper's Cove, Texas, Central Texas. So here we go.
Yeah, today we're going to continue our conversation we had last week when we told you about working from home opportunities and being able to work at home since we're spending a lot of time at home. And we're also going to cover a new item called Dermeffect. We haven't talked about Dermeffect yet before. And BioLion, what were you mentioning earlier about bioeffect being beneficial for?
Oh yeah. So I've been seeing posts, and Bio Ninja said he's seen it too. That when I first seen it, there was somebody's foot, and I believe had a bad burn injury or a cut injury, or it was some kind of injury, and they showed like the before and then an after within a 24-hour period, and they were amazed at the difference and how much better it got. It didn't get 100%, but if I was to try to describe it in percent, and you go from 0 to 100 on a scale on how the foot was healing, well, I'm assuming that what normally would be maybe if you're healing between 10 to 20% in a 24-hour period. No, let me take that back. I'm gonna say 10%. 10% in a 24-hour period, but then the Dermeffect had results to where it might have sped it up a little bit. So you're talking about like maybe 20, 30% of it being healed already. So it was just amazing to see how that product was used in other ways other than being most popular with the ladies using it on their face, because it's working on the face, it'll work anywhere on the body. So I've even heard some that would use it on their hands to keep their hands looking young and stuff. So that Dermeffect is a powerful product, but then we gotta keep in mind how it was originally created and why. And the complex in it is just very similar to when they made the formula to treat burn victims, especially in the age of children. So it's all good stuff. All good stuff.
It's all benefit for the people to help them out or heal
Absolutely.
quicker. That's like one of the advantages of the biotech.
What's that?
I said that'd be one of the advantages of being a biotech, a bio.
Yeah. I mean,
Time you said that, I had a bike going down the road. He was wide open.
Oh my, I hear him a little bit.
Yeah. They
It's
do
a
that.
beautiful day to be outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cream, the way I look at that, I mean, if it's safe enough for a child, then any of us can use it. If
Absolutely.
it's safe enough for them to put on a child, which is what it was originally formulated for, then if it's safe for them, if you've got sensitive skin, you can bet it'd be, safe for you. So, so anybody with sensitive skin. Yeah, so we haven't tried it yet, but we'll definitely have to get us some.
Okay. Yeah, definitely, man.
Or is it any of the other products we've experienced? Anybody I've talked to, they've been amazing. And personally, experiencing probably 4 or 5 of their products so far, we love all of them. So I can be certain, that cream would be amazing. And the testimonies that are out there, we've got testimonies miles long on these things. People doing before and after pictures of this, Derma cream. A lot of testimonies, and that means the world. Good testimonies too. Hadn't read any bad ones about any of it yet.
No, I mean, other than there was that one time where people were saying that when they were trying the CBD Z's, that it wasn't that they were. It felt like they were being kept up versus being aided to sleep. But then when we had to figure out that they were just doing too much, and it could be as simple as 5 drops to get a good night of sleep. There's people out there that only using 3 drops. So
right.
That's the only negative effect that I've heard. But other than that, yeah, you're right. Every time somebody tries the product, whether they continue to purchase or not, every time they try the product, they have a positive effect, and they like how they feel when using it.
Yeah, I think also a quick response. It's like with the CBD complex that we have, and the limitless that we have. I tried the limitless afterwards. I was like, okay, the CBD is what the oil used to do, and I don't have to buy 2 bottles of the oil. The complex I have currently works fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then, addition to focus the mind, I have the limitless. I'm out of it, but I know where the camera is mostly. But our products work, and it helps others. So it's like, what's the motto? Use it, feel it, share it.
Yeah.
Yep. Use it, feel it, share it. Because when you use it, you're gonna feel the difference that you feel. Then you're gonna just start talking about it. You're gonna be like, man, I used the CBDZs. I got a better night sleep. Which,
Mm-hmm.
if it wasn't a better night's sleep, I mean, I've had a guy tell me, man, that was the best sleep I've had in, and I've heard all the number of years, 7 years, 10 years, 20 years, best sleep I've had in so long. So, you're gonna be able to say that. And then with the limitless, a lot of people say that when they take it, whatever it is that whatever they got to do during the day, they're gonna go knock it all out. And
Mm-hmm.
then with lean, those that want that little extra when they are very active or just want to get their slim down, because it'll work both ways. See people having effects of that, and then yeah, the daily is just, and then the whole thing behind it is going to be the technology used behind it. Just like one of you guys touched on it, the way that they make the formula, the way that they are able to bind these products that are just barely absorbed in other ways, and then make it to where the bioavailability is just crazy. Our bodies are be able to get all that we need out of it instead of just being limited to a certain amount, and then we're getting taxed for the rest of it and then just wasting the rest of it. So it's good stuff being in this age and having our hands on this type of technology, because now we can start talking smart money when we are using any kind of supplements that help a better quality of life, whether it be CBD, anything for weight loss, or now, shoot, we just got the bio defense. So when it
That's right.
comes to any kind of products anyone's out there taking for immunity boost, well, what's the name of the company of the products that you're using, and what kind of technology are they using to make what you're taking? And let's break it down and find out how much of that you are getting in your body. Are you getting taxed any of it? Are you wasting any of it? Good thing about the company we're with, smart money all the time, because
Yep.
bioavailability, no one can beat it. No one can beat it.
And it's backed up by science documents.
Boom, breaking the blood-brain barrier.
Yep.
So anybody out there that feel like they're taking products and it's helping, I can see a lot of stuff out there being used and then they get a positive effect. Cool, but what about long-term use? Have you used it long-term? And then when you're using it long-term, are you having to use more than what you were used to using, or can you use the same amount? And like you said, scientific and medical proof.
Mm-hmm.
Our products break the blood-brain barrier, and that is very, very important for anything to be as effective as it needs to be. So,
Yeah. One thing about bioavailability, I'm just going to touch on what you're talking about, Hector. He's talking about waste. Whatever we don't use, the body has to create the enzymes, in order for that to process through the liver. That's
mm-hmm,
extremely harmful. And my wife has actually shared her testimony. She did that oil for a year. And I don't know about you guys, the reason I'm here is because these products work.
Mm-hmm.
After being with another company for a year long, it's a long time to invest in something to find out it's just causing you more issues. And it had to do with the fact that the body couldn't use it. It was wasting it. Another thing with CBD or any kind of supplement you're starting use with, you want to start with the bare minimum amount, and you work your way up. And the good thing about us having a product that's so bioavailable is you can start with a small amount, and that may be all that you need. You're not
mm-hmm.
doing half dropper increments. You can count your drops. You can do 3 drops. If that's not enough, go to 4. 4 might be what you need.
Yeah.
That's the huge difference we've noticed with our complex, that we have, our bio complex versus the oil. You definitely don't need near as much of any of it to get the effects.
Yeah, yeah.
Hector, I'd like to sometime we get off here, I'll send you my wife's testimony. I'll tag you in it so you have that. You're welcome to use it.
Okay.
I share that with anybody. It's amazing the stuff that she's did her research too, man. She's got her what she's experienced and all the science to back up what she was feeling. So it's a pretty powerful testimony. And that's why I'm here today, because of her.
Well, we're happy you're part of the team, man. You at a
Absolutely.
great place, and in the field of using, whether it's CBD, whether it's something for energy and clarity and focus, or whether it's weight loss or immune booster or whatever, you can't get no better than where you're at. So, yeah, definitely.
I'm happy to be here.
Red carpet rolled out to you, to Christopher, to everybody that joined, and then anyone interested. Red carpet is there for you too. Even though I know there's a lot of times, and I gotta work on this myself. Gotta work on it myself. That whenever we talk about our products and we like to compare it with other products and this and that, and I tend to kind of go on the, man, this is better than that. You do your switch. You need to do your switch versus look. So this is what mine can do. Can yours do the same thing? Have them think about it and be like, look, whenever you're ready to make a change, we're always gonna welcome you. So even though sometimes when we do the comparison, it gets very competitive, and when we describe the products versus one versus another, then kind of get a little aggressive, but at the same time, man, open arms all day, because not only does this company have these powerful products that are effective with the medical and scientific proof, but the culture is ridiculous.
Very
Culture
supportive.
is just simply ridiculous.
Yeah, I love it here. My wife, she was actually with the other company, and I was her helper. And then when we jumped into this, I kind of took over, and she's kind of like my behind the scenes there, my guy on the computer, like what was the thing? My tech support, what I've been calling her. She does a lot to help me out. I'm pretty busy with work and things, so she helps me a lot with what I need to where I can present it, and share with everybody. But yeah, we love being here, man. The people that we've met and all that. It's just a really great environment, and everybody's like-minded. That means a lot, when you're talking to somebody you can relate to them instead of feeling like you're just talking in the wind, So when you're passionate about something, because it's changed your life, it's easy to relate to other people that have had the same experience.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's everybody here. I think we're all here because it works, and once somebody gets the feel for the environment, it's that changes things too. It feels good, being here. Feels right.
It's got that family setting to it. You just go to a family reunion or a picnic or something. You just want to stay there. Don't want to go home. So hook up, meet with each other each week or whenever. If there's questions out there, we got friends and people out there that will be able to, provide an answer. And if they don't find an answer, they're like, well, I'll research it and get one to you.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I've noticed is it doesn't matter who I reach out to. If I can get a hold of Michael, I go into one of the groups. Somebody there is going to reach out to you and they're going to help you.
Oh yeah.
It's just one big team, or one big family, however you want to look at it. We're all in this together. I've got answers from so many different people, and some that I may not have talked to since before then. But they was there to help me with what I needed to understand. So that's extremely helpful, and that's going to be anybody that reaches out.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's about covers what we've got today. If y'all have any questions or want further information, reach out to one of the three of us, and we'll send you an answer.
Yeah. Any questions, concerns, anything? We got these awesome groups that we're part of. Empire. Anybody that's already in there. If you don't already know, you can just go in the search bar up there in Empire and just type in a question. Type in a word that you're trying to figure out if maybe these products can help you out with or not. And then, you'll be able to pull up a bunch of information. And if that doesn't pull up anything for you, then just ask the question.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody will definitely get back to you. And when we come back to you, with facts, stuff that actually works. So, and the proof to back everything up.
Also want to put out there real quick, we have a group if anybody's interested and they want to know a little bit more about what we're doing at BioRains and they want to know the community or the opportunity, we have a group for that too that we can send them to.
Absolutely.
And that's the first place they go to. If they're curious, they're showing any interest, we can send them an invite. They can spend a little bit of time there. We also have the opportunity right now, which is about to end, where people are able to join free. So the free enrollment, that makes things a little bit easier for some people. Yeah, definitely. I mean, look at what we're doing. It's not something that somebody has to decide right now. They can look at it and get to know. They can walk right into the front door, and see what's going on. And if they don't like it, they're not dedicated to anything. But what I've noticed is people come into that group, and usually if they join that group, they eventually join us. Yeah, there's a lot of info in there. There's testimonies. You can see where people have had testimonies, product reviews, all that stuff. It's all in that group. So it's a good place to start.
Absolutely.
Now, Bio Ninja, you did touch on the special that you said is going to end very soon. And I believe that is for those that want to those interested on starting a business, being able to position themselves where they can provide these products to family and friends and be compensated for it. If I'm not understanding, they are waiving the $50 fee to become a distributor, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then
and they did that because of the people being out of work and employment and looking for an opportunity, and it helps them to start without having to have a lot of money up front.
Right.
Okay.
There's a lot of in between checks. I make about $20 an hour, but that's not there right now, so I'm waiting on my unemployment, however much that's going to be. And I hadn't got a check yet, so I'm having to just take it easy and be careful right now. And then, of course, I've made a little bit of money each week. Each time I get paid, I make a little bit here. So that shows up, and that's any little bit helps. And I'm just starting off,
Yeah.
But anytime you see that money come in, it's a reward in itself. And it's not just about money too. We're presenting an opportunity here, but we've all experienced the products. We know people that have. We've got testimonies from friends and family, and that's amazing. When you hear somebody and they're telling you something that they've been experiencing and how it's helping them. We love our friends, we love our family, and I think once people realize that that's part of the reason we're here, or the big reason why a lot of us are here, it helps them to make the decision to want to try it out and join, because they may know somebody that's got issues, or they may personally themselves be dealing with things that BioRains could help with, whether it's financially or has to do with their health and whatever kind of condition it is.
Yeah. Okay, so they can get in free. They waive the $50 fee, and they can become a distributor and then order products 10% off, right?
Yep.
All right. Now, when does this special end?
Well, it did end the end of the last month, and they extended it, but I'm not. Christopher, do you know the exact date?
Well, let's see.
Thought it was only till like the 7th or the 14th, and today's the 7th, and I hadn't heard anything about it ending, so maybe it was like the 14th or something.
Okay. Well, while Christopher is looking that up, so I just want to do a recap. Anyone interested in trying the product, want to get into it as a business, they're waiving the $50 fee to become a distributor on the lower levels. Now, then you're going to have 10% off on your purchase. So when you buy one of the full bottles to try out to see if it'll do positive effects for you or not, you also have that 60-day trial period. So you can join the business for free, the waiving the fee, and then when you place your first order, whatever product you want to go with, whether if you just want to try it daily, or maybe you want to try the daily essential, so that way you can get your daily, your limitless, and the Z's. Or maybe you just want to see if it'll help you with the sleep, you get the Z, whichever one you get. But I'm sure on the full products is what they're talking about on a 60-day return. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't apply on the samples. Oh, I'm glad I said samples. They brought the samples back, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
The free samples. So every address out there, per address, can get up to 3 samples.
Yeah, my cousin just got her 3 samples. She's excited. She got to try the Z, and she texted me and she said, "So I slept last night. That's interesting." So
Yeah.
you
And
liked
it's
it.
only day one, because here's another thing too. Those that suffer have a hard time going to sleep or getting a good night's sleep. This isn't something that was just developed yesterday. This is probably something you've been dealing with for years and years and years. And in those cases, you got 60 days though. I guarantee, man. So here's your 60-day trial, right? You join in, the join fee is waived, place your first order. Boom. Place your first order. The order should be in, let's say, week and a half. You got it? Start using it. Now, whether you get it from me, whether you get it from Bio Ninja, or whether you get it from Christopher, you should be in constant communication with us, and we're going to make sure we do everything on our part to be in communication with you, so that way we can fine tune the dosage for you, because you
Exactly.
hear everybody's own dosage, but it doesn't all apply because we're all different. Now, once we stay in communication though and figure out the right dosage for you, then we go from there. And then you see that with continual use, you will see continual benefits, and then feel the difference, one product after another, or if you're able to try them all. So we done a week and a half, you start using it, let's say 2.5 weeks, that's your first 30 days. If you don't like what it's doing in that 30 days, you can just send it back and get your money back. Yeah, but that's on the full bottles. However, if you want to do all that, they do have that free sample going on, where, like I said, every address can get up to 3 free samples. You just pay the shipping on it. Shipping and handling ain't that much,
And everything comes with a 60-day money back guarantee.
Yeah. So, and then I want to throw a little advice out there. This is something that I'm just now starting to remind myself every time I place a large order. I want to say, you know, when you hit that large order, and then well, as an elite anyway, to all the elites out there, when you place your large order and you go ahead and you're getting your 25% off, then at that point, order a lean stack, and then put stack as the promo code, and I'm gonna guess another 10%. I'm not gonna say positive on that. I do need to place an order, so I'm gonna place an order as soon as we get off, and then I'll let you guys know. But hey, smart shopping, smart money, products that we ain't wasting in our body or money wise. So all good. 60-day money back guarantee. They got the free samples going on right now. And so, Christopher, you were looking up the deadline on the promo and all that.
I couldn't find it.
Okay.
But again, that's something that we'll be able to research and answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can put that in the comment section afterward.
Right.
Absolutely. And then again, anybody that's watching this, whether they're catching it live on the replay, you can just get back to any one of us, and we will have that information on exactly when this promo ends. But it's awesome that they got it going on. So, and I'm glad we reminded that, because I am going to place my order today, because I think the 7th was the end date, and for the join fee. I don't know how long the free sample deal is going to be, but I'm going to place my order today, so that way I can get my free samples in, and anyone that want to join, they can get that wave fee.
Yeah, I just got to order my BioRains cap, so I'm waiting on that to come in. Pretty excited about it. I got the flat brim with the snapback.
Yeah. Oh.
That should be in here in a few days.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cover my receding hairline and all this got going on, and be a hat on. I like beanies, but it's getting too hot for beanies.
Yes.
Yeah. I feel you.
Down in Tennessee, they call them boggins. I don't know what they call them in Texas or Georgia.
The beanies.
Beanies.
Well, I call them beanies. I don't know what anybody else calls them, but I call them beanies. So.
I did want to talk quick. We was talking about free enrollment, and that $50 that's also waived if somebody wants to come in at a higher rank. We actually came in as managers, me and my wife, and then by before the end of the month, we actually bought up and became elite. So the more you buy, the more you save. We get over $800 worth of product for like $600 or something like that. And of course, that fee is then waived. Also, you don't pay that with either one of them two.
Cool.
And you get all kinds of products to try.
it's good to have a choice for whatever budget you're working with, whether it's a lot or a little. You can still have the opportunity presented to you with an awesome support system from the three of us and beyond. So
I had to move a minute ago. I had a huge tractor coming up the road. I'm like, I'm gonna mess this whole video up. So I took. That's why I went running. I wasn't running from a bee or nothing that time. I just didn't want to mess it up on your guys' end. That tractor coming through, it was loud.
yeah,
No, we didn't hear
it's
the
all
tractor.
good. I didn't hear it neither.
Yeah, I think I got away quick enough. It had a big old hay bale on the front, and it was chugging. So yeah, I got out of there because I figured it'd be loud enough to make it to where nobody could hear you two. Well, guys, it was definitely cool hanging out. Hopefully this helps some people and encourages some people, you know.
Absolutely. And we'll see y'all next week. Y'all have a great day.
They reach out to, you know, we'll be here.
Yep, that's great. Every Sunday we're gonna be here. I missed it last Sunday, and man, I was like, I forgot what I was doing last Sunday, but everything's been crazy. Everything's been crazy with all this. I didn't even think I was gonna get furloughed, but I got furloughed, and y'all know that 'cause I posted about it. But yeah, it's a little crazy. It's a bit stressful, but man, I will say this: I am glad I got my hands on what I got my hands on and have been using it. Because had I not had this stuff, I don't know where I would have been. My quality of life would be sucking right now. Be cooped up in the room, not want to do nothing.
Right.
But it's all reversed from that. I'm not gonna let nothing hold me down. I'm just gonna keep going. And then, oh, by the way, are you suffering from what? Anything? You're having a hard time dealing in life with what? Come talk to me for a little bit. Getting the mode of helping others. You stressed on that a lot earlier, but yeah, we're here for y'all, and we appreciate y'all's time and to check us out. So
That's us, Bio Lion, Bio Ninja, Christopher Hamlin. We'll see y'all next week.
next week, have a
Have
good
a
one.
great day.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, you guys take care. You have a good rest of the day.
Thank you. You too.